and welcome back to Tea for Kings, Tea for Peasants. Today is the first episode of Fall Pairings for 2018, and I'm going to be making caramel apple croissants. Stay tuned to the end of this video to see what tea I've paired them with. The first thing you'll need to do is make a caramel. My recipe for this will be up on the blog with all of the instructions, but you could use a favorite family recipe or even just use a store-bought caramel for this. You just need to make it and then let it cool before you add it to the top of your croissants. Once again, all the recipes and the instructions will be up on the blog. Once that is done, you can set it aside to cool. And then you'll want to get out your croissant dough. What I did with this is I laid my croissant dough out and then pinched all the seams together and gave it a few extra folds. I did this just to make the croissant dough extra puffy, and I really like the way that makes the croissants taste. If you don't feel like doing that, you can also just use your croissant dough as is. If you do end up doing this, make sure that you chill your dough in between every couple of folds just to make sure that the butter doesn't melt. Now that you have it rolled into a rectangle, you want to cut it into long triangles. I ended up getting 5 croissants out of my dough that I re-rolled, but if you did end up just using the dough as is, you would probably have around 6 or 8. And then I just have some apple slices that I tossed in some brown sugar and cinnamon. And you're going to place one at the wider end of your triangle and then roll that up like a croissant. And then you're going to want to do this to the rest of your croissants. Then you'll want to put them onto a lined baking sheet, brush them with some melted butter, and then bake them for around 15 minutes. Once they come out and they're nice and golden brown, you can then drizzle on top your caramel syrup and try not to spill it all over the place. Like I did, because I am super clean. And now your caramel apple croissants are finished. Don't those just look delicious? The answer is yes, by the way. And now I bet you're all dying to know what tea I've paired these croissants with. And it is Tevia Herbal's Coconut Martini Black Tea. These two go great together to make a perfect breakfast for a fall morning. These puffy, flavorful croissants and this hot tea make the perfect pair. See, look at that, they even look good next to each other. That's all for this episode of TKTP. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and comment down below if you've ever tried this tea or if you have any fall pairing suggestions. If you try any of these recipes out, post about them on Instagram and tag me in the photo. That's all for now, so as always, happy sipping!